Okay, so I came back like around 10ish from NYCC, New York Comic Con, and I was there from like 10 something in the morning until like 5:18ish, 5:20ish. And what is it? I think my cousin Rosalind has a video. I don't know if she'll update it, but it's called, or will be titled, The Adventures of Finding Trish. Uh, let's see. I was a noob because I live in New Jersey, so I traveled where to 33rd Street Path Station and took took the Q train, the subway to 42nd Street and Times Square, and walked from there to Grand Central. I met with my friend Minty, who was mellow at Manga Next 2008, and we're pretty tight, which is a good thing. So I met her mom, and pretty awesome. So we were on the bus ride, and there were these guys. I was like, what are they trying to do? Like, their normal clothing, they're just rocking it out, and it was cool because for a moment I thought they were like making their own little replica of Organization 13 in their own little special way, but I was wrong. But it's okay. I thought they were really awesome, just rocking it out because I was rocking my own thing too. People bailed out from my Yuki Cross from Vampire Knight costume cosplay. So I decided, why not do one of my own roleplay characters? So I did Sarah's Victoria Darkly, and she's the son of my original roleplay character that I used since I was 8. That's another story, but didn't take too many pictures. I mean, New York Comic Con was pretty okay for me. It's not as lively as, Anime Next or anime conventions. I'm used to the liveliness. Uh, Hanging out with Minty was fun. we, I told Minty and I had found the group that had a near, and we saw the same guy who played as a Kira and from Manga Next 2008, who was telling me in one video from Death Note to travel with pants to do a delete gasm, and I refused him, and I kept saying defy. And it was nice to see him again. Uh, it was nice to see, let's see, my cousin Roxy who went, my god brother Lewis, and my good cousin Fabio. And they were around there too. But Roxy hung out with me around the same time as Minty did, and man, it was a jiffy getting in. Like, tickets were sold out already, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna get the tickets? But it's crazy. Um, what else? So yeah, from 10 something a.m. to 5:20ish p.m. Like, I was there. Then I left, and they treated me to like some food. Well, my godbrother treated us to food at Great Jones, and we walked around for St. Mark's for a bit. Then we moved to this cube. I don't know where it was, but yeah, there was this giant cube that you could move, and we were just pushing it around. I don't know why. Um, Another thing at New York Comic Con, so my cousin Roxy and I were doing the Adventures of Finding Trish. I was, really fooling around there. So Trish, if you're gonna be watching this, sorry if she ever posts that video up. I was getting so frustrated because like, me and her got separated for some time, and then my godbrother found me, and we were like looking around. And I was like, "Hey, Lewis, I'll go find Rosalind, Roxy, and I'll meet you guys. I'll call you, and I'll find out where you guys are so I can meet you up." I found Roxy, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just keep searching for Trish, and we searched for Trish for like 3 hours, and then like 2 different half hours for like another four. Like, I just kept trying to search, and I would search for some minutes. I would glance everywhere we were, and we went, and I was like, no Trish. Where's the? I saw 19, about 19, probably much less than that, but let's just say it was more than necessary for me to realize like I can't find Trish. Sasuke cosplayers, and I'm like, this reminds me of Trish. This one reminds me of Trish, and no Trish to be found, and that made me sad. I'm like, Manga Next, we were 2 feet away from each other, but we missed each other. New York Comic Con. How close could we probably have been and not realized it? That really would have killed my day. Yeah, so I was so frustrated to the point that I told my cousin Roxy, who shoved me into the Naruto Ninja Shippuden 4. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong or saying the game's title wrong, but she pushed me there. She's like, "Let's play. You can let out your frustration there." I'm like, Naruto and me trying to search for my friend who's cosplaying something from Naruto. It doesn't help my frustration. That only makes it worse. And then I was like, you know what would be funny? And this was in the video too. And she was like, what? And I was like, if Trish appears out of nowhere and I suddenly like growl in frustration, I have the controller in my hands, and then suddenly I feel someone like pounce me, and I turn, and if it was Trish, I would have taken that controller and threw it at her head. Oh, yeah. It's so random. But yeah, the frustration was getting to me. I'm like, no, I haven't seen Trish. I'm like, this is gonna haunt me. I'm gonna go probably to every convention possible, and Trish is not gonna be found by me. It's like karma, and my dog is now trying to get up on my lap and try and say hello to the camera, but he's too short for it. So, yeah, that's my day at Comic Con. I don't know what else to say. Like, yeah, so I'll just leave it at that now. So whatever. Duh. So you guys. Oh wait, another fun adventure. Minty was trying to look for one of the people from Death Note Travel Plans who cosplayed in Manga Next, I believe, and was this time Ash Ketchum. And like suddenly I just saw the Kira from Manga 2008 who was telling me to do a delete gasm, and I saw the same familiar, L-type spikes, but under a cap. And I was like, oh my god, that is the owl from Manga Next. And so I decided to stalk them down while talking to Minty on the way and telling her, no, go to this aisle. No, go to the next one. No, they're heading toward this aisle. No, the other aisle. And eventually she was waiting behind them, and I was like, ha, found them. And I told her, this feels weird stalking like people we know down like this, really. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. Yeah. So if anyone from Death Note Travel Plan sees this, and the Ash Ketchum specifically cosplayer sees it, it was all Minty's fault. That's who was Hal Lidner today from the SPKO in Death Note. So yeah. All right, later, dudes.